Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday. Normally, that wouldn't matter too much, but today, for the first time in 2 months, it's race day. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Feel free to go back through our back catalog and subscribe if you like what you see. Tell your friends. I'm trying to grow this thing up a little bit to maybe help me out with some racing expenses someday. Doubtful, but at least I'm trying. Today we are going to the racetrack. And as you can see by the reflection on my glasses, it is sunny without a cloud in the sky. I had a bunch of problems last night. As you can tell by the complexion on my face, I don't look like I slept. And that's because I pretty much didn't. My eyes are like swollen shut. Maybe it's because I'm fat. Never know. Anyway, I helped a friend with his car because I thought my car was ready. I have these brand new scales down here that are wireless that I've been using, and apparently they don't like to read properly. That was a good $800 I wasted, but thankfully, my brother still has his old scales, so I used those. And what a tale they told me. A tale so great and so long, the Lord of the Rings would be jealous in its depth. Because I was out here after working on someone else's car all day. I was out here until, I don't know. Because it doesn't feel like I've slept and then woken up. It feels like I've been awake perpetually. So, after a long night by myself in the shop, we finally have this thing ready. Should I tell you about why I'm kind of apprehensive? Well, I should. This car is 130 pounds overweight. No one's going to know about that until the video comes out. But yes, it is 130 pounds overweight. And there's nothing I can do about that. Now, the reason for that is the rules package gives us a weight break for running specific things, but these cars, which this car was built in 2004-ish, 5, well, the chassis was. You can't make the car that light if you have the driveline that we have. You can't do it. So, in order to get the weight percentages the way that I want them, you have to add weight, obviously. So the guys with tube chassis cars have a specific and definite advantage because they can put weight and lead and anything anywhere they want. And I can't. So anyway, while the sport is pricing me away from it, I have to load up. I gotta get stuff done. I got errands to run. I got propane to get filled. My truck is low on transmission fluid because it leaks out the speedometer hole perpetually, even though I've tried to fix it 4 times. Apparently I'm not very good at fixing it. Or I just didn't fix it the right way because I'm lazy. Who knows? Anyway, I got a lot of work to do. Let's get this thing loaded because I gotta go pick my uncle up, and at least I'll have some crew up there. Let's hit it. Practice update. We weren't so good as what I expected. I kind of thought that the car would be planted on the right front a little too much with what I was doing, and I was right. And at least I know that something's going to happen now instead of it being a complete mystery to me. So I made a spring change between practice rounds, which was like 15 minutes. Managed to make it for second round. It was better. Needed another change, so I changed another spring, which I'm surprised is actually I'm getting away with it. But we're going out for the heat race soon. We're going to start 4th in the heat. I'm probably not going to film that. And I don't know, because it's kind of inconsequential. Usually you just got to finish it and be in the feature, but
We'll do our best. I just want to high qualify, get to the feature, and see what adjustments I can make for making the car better in traffic. So we will catch you up in the feature.
That could happen, great.
The outside of him. He takes over third. Got a problem sideways down the back straightaway. He and Waterman make contact. A lot of cars scatter to avoid. And Hubby comes to a halt down in the middle of the back straightaway.
So we go out to race. Look at this thing. He built an entire web around my freaking trailer. Eric, will you relocate him for me?
Nope. That's a big ass spider.
Right. Grab that pole there. You'll just here. I'll do it.
Okay, fine.
Grabbed it. It was connected.
He's over there now. Yeah.
You sure?
It's the day after, and pardon the sunglasses, I am off work today because my eye decided to try to fall out of my head. Anyway, I'm unloading. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm trying to do this before it gets hot because it's supposed to be 90 today. Yeah, you know, I'm really not that sad about, pardon me, I'm really not that sad about having a bad finish. I mean, to me, 9th place is a bad finish when we've spent the last half decade being a top 5 car and being capable of winning every week. So, I'm looking at the car right now and it's just got normal racing damage, little dents here and there. Really nothing I have to fix, but the reason I'm not really upset and I'm actually kind of happy about
the finish is because I didn't really have any expectations this year. After last year, all I wanted to do was just kind of iron the car out because I'd made some changes, because there were some rule changes, and I wanted to essentially take it as far as I could go. And if it didn't work out, then it didn't work out. You know what I mean? And I think yesterday we took it as far as it would go. And I've been thinking about making changes and going back to what we had when the car was quick every single week. So we're going to do that. And that requires me doing a lot of rear axle and suspension work and just taking out what I did and putting it back to where I used to be. How the hell did I scratch the roof? Anyway, we'll take a look around the car and we'll assess last night if I can hold the camera straight. So, like I said, if you race one of these street stock Sportsman, limited late model, whatever, you're gonna get normal stuff. Little dings here and there. This is why I never changed the body on it, because I can't get through a race without smashing it up. So, what's the point, honestly? Yeah, it looks raced. That's normal stuff. There's always going to be a little contact. I'm not mad at anybody, just things happen. Now this, in the front, I was wondering why the car started getting hot, because we were like 185, 190, and this is literally flat. So this top piece is not allowing air through now, just the bottom. So it was like 215, etc. Luckily we had some cautions to get it cooled down, but that's flat. So I gotta get it up in the air. I gotta assess there's a driveline vibration somewhere. I might take the drive shaft out and put some new U-joints in it because I don't know how old they are. The rear end's got to come out because the new gear set that I put in doesn't sound good. And I didn't build it. The gear set that I built, I never had a problem with. So we'll do that. We'll pull the rear end out. We're going to perform all sorts of general maintenance. I think we're going to repack bearings everywhere, change the oil, change the plugs, go through the carburetor and clean that out. You know, just general maintenance. By the way, my eye hurts so bad that my nose is running. Like, it's literally a physical response to pain. So if you see anything run down my nose, please pay no attention to it. Anyway, failure on this level is an option. And I know that sounds contradictory to what we want to do in racing. All we want to do in racing is go out and win, and we want to be competitive. Well, you're going to hit bad patches in racing. Just like I hit bad patches with my eye, you're going to hit a bad patch when you race. It happens. It happens in anything you do. If you're, playing hockey, if you're playing baseball, you get a slump, If you're playing football, you get an injury. Something is going to happen where you're down, But in racing, it's going to happen just as much. You're going to do something and you're going to try to figure it out, and it just doesn't work. So you hit a patch of bad finishes. That happens. That's where we're at right now. We're in a slump. But I think I know how to fix it. I've said that 15 times, but you know what? I haven't done this yet. Yesterday, we tried something where I thought maybe it would work. It didn't. It didn't matter what adjustment I made to this car. Wedge, springs, splits, anything. No adjustment cured the problem that I have. So I'm going to go searching for parts. I have a whole bunch on the shelf. I have a whole bunch at my brother's house. I've got options. I got some in the shed. And we're going to make the necessary changes to put it back to where I think we need to be competitively. So, not sure if I'm going to show that on video or not, because again, everything in circle track racing is all secrets, because if you have somebody, if you have something somebody else doesn't have, then you have an advantage and you can be faster than them. So it's really tough, you know. But I'll probably put some video stuff out. But anyway, I think we finished 9th. Obviously not where the car is capable of, where I'm not capable of. We're capable of so much better. But again, you hit slumps. Things happen. So we'll pick back up. Car's not hurt. It's just kind of normal stuff. I'll have the video out soon. But, you know, it's just all in the game. You got to work through things like this, and we're going to explore some options, and we'll be back. But I'm going to get the trailer unloaded and get the car back up on jacks and start assessing damage and start assessing what I have to do next. But thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you like what you see, and hopefully I can continue putting out some racing content, because it's tough to do this. You know, it's tough, especially when you're in the shop alone working on it. I'm thankful for the help that I have at the racetrack and all the other help I have financially with the car, and I need to do better for those people. So I'm going to get to work, and I'm going to throw a whole bunch of medicine in my eye so that it stops hurting. And until next time, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it.